Welcome to Pioneer Parent Academy. My name is Laura Howard, Community Schools Coordinator for our district. Thank you so much for joining this session titled UACCB Options for High School Students. As many of you know, course planning season is upon us, and we are in full swing working with 9th grade students through grade 12 picking courses for the upcoming school year. Students and advisors are working together to make these decisions. Our goal is to keep everyone informed so that we can make the best decisions as possible for our students. I'm so pleased to have two guests with us today from UACCB to share options for high school students. Our first guest is Mr. Zach Harber. He is the Director of the Career and Technical Education Programs at UACCB. And we also have Ms. Rana Dowdy, the UACCB High School Liaison. So up first is Mr. Zach Harber.
Thank you, Ms. Howard. It's such a pleasure to be able to share UACCB's opportunities that students as early as 9th grade can participate in. For students that are already academically prepared and meet the qualifications that Ms. Dowdy is going to speak of here in just a moment, they can begin taking classes that are concurrent credit classes. So what does concurrent credit mean? Basically, that means that a student can be taking a class while they're a high school student and earn both college and high school credit. So you may be thinking, what all programs, what can students study? Which track or which journey can they begin? So there's many different options, literally hundreds of pathways that a student can go from here. So concurrent credit allows students to begin whatever journey that actually is. So first, let me describe to you what general education courses are offered. So there's a very long list, but essentially these are many of your core courses that would be in an Associate of Arts or Associate of Science degree program. Courses such as college algebra, English Composition 1, English Composition 2, any of your social sciences. So many students that are interested, or they well know that they're going to transfer on to a four-year institution and earn a bachelor's degree, or maybe they're going to get a jump start on their associate's degree, they can begin taking some of those general education courses as early as 9th grade. Again, Ms. Dowdy is going to tell how families can afford to attend these early college-going courses and with some very affordable options. So these general education courses are concurrent. Like I said earlier, they will also not only be college credit, but they're also going to satisfy those high school graduation requirements. That is what concurrent provides, those opportunities for high school students. So please speak with your counselor, as we'll describe just a little bit about those opportunities. So let's talk about some of these other very specific, content-specific degree programs or programs of study. So I know families across our area have heard of technical colleges or vocational technical programs. So as your local community college, UACCB transferred from being a VOTEC decades ago. So we are, in essence, your advanced VOTEC. So we offer many of the classes that you may see in vocational education across the country. So just to begin, these individual programs of study, such as computer technology, construction technology, health professions, mechatronics, welding, emergency medical technician, and patient care technician, each of these programs are offered through UACCB's Secondary Area Career Center. So in short, whenever you hear about Secondary Career Center classes or Career Center classes, that means that high school students as early as their junior year can begin studying these topics that I just mentioned to you. And by the time they graduate high school, participating in their junior and senior year, they have the opportunity to earn multiple college level degrees. So we call those certificates of proficiency or technical certificates in these individual subject areas. So students can get an early start and for free of charge in the Career Center. But these classes are offered typically the first couple periods of the day. So students are transported to UACCB's campus, and they are enrolled in classes beginning at 8:15 a.m. in the morning, and then they leave UACCB's campus at 9:30 a.m. There are a few classes that are out of that specific time frame, but most all of the classes are offered during that morning time block. So they are also concurrent credit. So they're going to satisfy for some of the elective requirements that high school students are able to select in order to obtain that high school diploma. But as I said earlier, they're also obtaining that college level diploma. The purpose of all of the Career Center programs of study is to prepare students for the knowledge and skill that they're going to need to enter directly into the workforce. All of the programs of study that are offered through our Career Center, the ones that you see before you now, are paired and are in high demand occupational areas for jobs that are in our local region. So students are able to earn a competitive wage as soon as they graduate high school. There's additional benefits to participating in these concurrent Career Center programs. If a student wants to continue their welding education, for example, or continue their health professions or patient care technician or emergency medical technician training, they're able to build upon the coursework and the degrees that they've already earned to continue their education in pursuit of an Associate of Science degree. So students are able to continue education beyond their high school graduation for a much shorter time frame. So many of our students, for example, will participate as juniors and seniors in the Career Center, and they only have one more year of education, so 2 semesters of education remaining before they earn that Associate of Applied Science in their respective areas. So there are many, many advantages, whether that be time advantages or cost advantages to participating in these programs. I must emphasize, I know Ms. Dowdy's going to say it here in just a moment, but all of these Career Center programs, the cost, the tuition, the fees, the textbooks, the equipment, whether it be welding helmets or scrubs, are all provided to these student participants at no cost. All right, I'm going to transfer it back to you, Ms. Howard. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Harber. And up next, we have Miss Rana Dowdy.
Thank you, Ms. Howard, for having us. My name is Rana Dowdy. I'm the High School Liaison at UACCB. My job is to work closely with counselors or career coaches, or in Batesville High School's instance, the Dean of Students, to help get students registered for classes at UACCB and earn that concurrent credit. The first step to doing this is the student needs to go to our website, uaccb.edu, and click on the link that says online application. Please have your student apply as a high school student. The first step to be able to take in classes here at UACCB is to be admitted to the college, and this is the way to do it. The next thing is we will need a high school transcript. We can receive this from your high school counselor. We will also need some placement testing scores. This can be qualifying ACT scores, 10th grade Aspire scores, or Accuplacer scores. We will also need concurrent paperwork filled out. This year, for the first time, we have converted all of our concurrent enrollment paperwork to DocuSign, so you will be receiving this through email. You must have a 3.0 GPA on your transcript. If the student does not have a 3.0 GPA, this is something that we can work around. We can use a letter of recommendation from your counselor, letting us know that the student is extremely capable of working hard and will have a system in place for support. We will also need, like I said earlier in the previous slide, either Accuplacer scores, ACT scores, or 10th grade Aspire scores. Luckily for Batesville High School, we have implemented something this year called Sophomore Workshop, and every 10th grader gets a free Accuplacer test here at UACCB. And because Batesville High School is a PCB school, that stands for Project College Bound, they will also receive another free Accuplacer test when they are a senior. Like Mr. Harber said previously, all of our Career Center programs courses are at no cost to the student. They are free. Our general education courses, they do have a tiered cost. When I say general education courses, I'm talking about all of the basic courses that you might need for any degree, whether it be English Comp 1, English Comp 2, college algebra, a science, a history, a social science course. They do have a tiered cost. Freshmen and sophomores, because we have a MOU agreement, Memorandum of Understanding with Batesville High School, freshmen and sophomores will get a discounted concurrent tuition rate of $160 for the first class they take with us and $150 for the second class and each additional class they take with us in the same semester. Juniors and seniors qualify for the Arkansas Concurrent Challenge Scholarship, and they will receive $125 off of that cost, up to 2 classes per semester, so 6 credit hours. So that leaves the student paying out of pocket $35 for the first class and $25 for the second class in tuition. This does not include textbooks, but this is tuition cost only. Each additional class is $150. If you have any questions or are ready to start this process to join us here at UACCB, please contact your high school counselor or dean of students at Batesville High School.
Thank you so much for watching this session of Pioneer Parent Academy titled UACCB Options for High School Students. If you have any questions about the information you've heard today, please don't hesitate to contact Ms. Rana Dowdy and Mr. Zach Harber at the emails on this slide. And as always, reach out to our high school counselors or our dean of students to start this process with your students. Thank you.